Throughout 2B2T history, there were many exploits that would kick players from the server, but there were two major exploits that would kick more than half of the server in mere seconds. Today in this video, we will be discussing the history of these exploits and how it affects 2B2T till this day. Without further ado, let's begin. The first exploit started in late 2017. A player named 123fly123 created a jar file by accident whereby you could extend book titles and color titles, which was uncommon on 2B2T at the time. He killed one of his alt accounts to its bed spawn, and he just so happened to be holding a shulker filled of the books with colored titles. The emptied books had many invisible color code characters, which was enough information to kick the client. You may be wondering how this is possible. In simple terms, the exploit utilizes the chat information limit. Since shulker preview can be displayed in chat, the game scans the contents of the shulker. Chat has a very low information limit, as it is only really designed for 256 characters, so only a few partially full books could reach the limit. Every player on the server that would have chat enabled would get sent the same package, which overloads every player, which would almost disconnect everyone. Instantly, you will have roughly 150 open player slots in the server, so players join to take those spots. If two players did the exploit at once in different locations, there was a possibility that the whole server would get taken down. More players would start to use this exploit like Haxer Elite and Vaxion. Players eventually started to find out that disabling chat fixes this issue. 123fly123 reported the exploit to Mojang, and they fixed it in version 18W30B and future versions above 1.13.1. 2B2T was supposed to be updating to 1.13, so he leaked the exploit for fun, but 2B2T is still running on 1.12.2 till this day. Housemaster made a temporary fix by disabling death messages for a few months before Spigot fixed it. The second exploit was found out during the time of the chunk dupe. This exploit was found out by Infernopickaxe. He thought that since the first exploit was killing a player with a shulker filled with data books, why can't one book do it? He tested this theory out, and it worked. It kicked most of the players, including him. He started doing it multiple times, and eventually, his friend Women Are Objects saw Infernopickaxe do the exploit. Women Are Objects then started to tell players. He told a player named Skepsy about the exploit, while his account sat in queue. He then demonstrated the exploit to let Skepsy queue-skip into the server. They then created a video called Thanos Snapping, which made more players aware of the exploit. Eventually, Housemaster removes death messages again, but he would also re-enable them from time to time. These exploits still could work as long as death messages are enabled, and are one of the main reasons why there are no death messages on 2B2T currently. Until 2B2T updates to 1.13 or higher, Housemaster is forced to keep death messages off. Thanks for watching. I would like to thank 123fly123, Women Are Objects, Skepsy, Haxer Elite, and Infernopickaxe for the information for this video. Leave a like and maybe consider subscribing for more videos like this in the future. Anyway guys, stay fast and see you guys next time.